بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Interpretation of the Holy Quran.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. With the help of Allah, we began a brief commentary of Quran. We got to chapter Nisa, the fourth chapter of Quran, which is revealed in Medina. It has 176 verses. Please listen to verse 148.
لا يحب الله الجهر بالسوء من القول إلا من ظلم وكان الله سميعا عليما.
Allah does not love the public utterance of hurtful speech unless it be by one to whom injustice has been done, and Allah is hearing, knowing. In this verse, Allah is talking about some very, very important issue in our life, and it is talking against somebody else, to say something to make others angry, to bother others by our tongue. Allah doesn't love, doesn't like al-jahr bis-su', bis-su' min al-qawl. It means to say something bad to your brother or against your brother, to abuse him. When he is not around, to say something about him that he doesn't like it, regardless that this is true or it is not true. This is important. Anything bad about your brother or your sister, if he doesn't like it, Allah doesn't like here, it means Allah does not allow. It is forbidden, and it is a big sin to backbite your brother or your sister. إِلَّا مَنْ ظُلِمْ, except a person who is oppressed, a person that others have dealt with them unjustly. When a person is oppressed, it is allowed to go to somebody to talk about oppressor, about a person who dealt with him unjustly, to take his rights, to achieve something that he lost it. Exactly the same as a person that he lost something, a thief has taken something from him, and he wants to go to the court to talk about such a person. He says, this person has stolen something from me. This person is oppressed, they dealt with him, or the thief has dealt with him unjustly, and it is his rights to talk against the thief to achieve and gain his rights. إِلَّا مَنْ ظُلِمْ, this is an exception. So backbiting, which is considered as a big sin, it is allowed only in this place. It means you can talk against such a person, although he doesn't like, but it is in the time that you go to the court and wants to achieve and gain your rights. وَكَانَ اللَّهُ سَمِيعًا عَلِيمًا, and you must understand that Allah is hearing, knowing. It means when you talk against your brother and it is not your right, you do not want to achieve your rights or something that you lost it, Allah knows that it is forbidden and you cannot talk about it. And when you talk only to gain your right, Allah knows it. So Allah knows that you are allowed or you are not allowed. You have good excuse or not. You are committing sin or not. Although you bring some excuses, but Allah has knowledge. Although you think nobody knows, nobody hears, Allah is here. So Allah hears and Allah knows your intention and your purpose, that you are allowed or not. As I said, backbiting is considered as a big sin. This is one. And second, and this is more important, it is a sin that unfortunately is very, very common sin. When we sit together, easily we talk against others. Our brother, our sisters, wife, husband, family of the husband, family of the wife, we talk easily. There are very few people who are not ready to backbite. They are ready to talk about anything except talking against others. Allah says in Quran chapter Hujurat verse 12, وَلَا يَغْتَبْ بَعْضُكُمْ بَعْضًا أَيُحِبُّ أَحَدُكُمْ. Nobody is allowed to backbite another person. Then Allah says, أَيُحِبُّ أَحَدُكُمْ أَنْ يَأْكُلَ لَحْمَ أَخِيهِ مَيْتًا فَكَرِهْتُمُوهُ. Do you love to eat some parts or flesh of your bodies, your friend's body or your brother's body when he is dead? Definitely nobody is ready to touch his brother, his sister when he is dead, let alone to take some piece of the flesh of his or her body and eat it. Allah wants to say, when you talk against your brother or sister and they are not around to defend themselves, it is almost the same. Don't do it. They cannot defend themselves. When we backbite each other and somebody advises us, don't talk against your brother or your sister. Allah has covered his sin. Don't tell anything. Keep his dignity. Keep her respect. We say, no, we tell the truth. Yes, we are not allowed to tell the truth. To tell the truth here is forbidden. It means when you talk against your brother or sister, he has done something wrong, he has committed sin, he drank wine, for example, he has stolen something, but you must not tell to anybody. Otherwise, Allah could do such a thing. Allah is Sattarul Uyub. Allah is covering the sins to keep the dignity of human beings, and I'm going to destroy the dignity of others. We have narration, and it is very common, that says, Al-ghaybatu ashaddu min az-zina. Backbiting is worse than adultery. Adultery, when two people have committed adultery, at least they are satisfied from each other, and only they should ask forgiveness from God. Only they disobeyed God. But when a person backbites another person, not only he disobeyed God, he attacked humans' rights, which in the viewpoint of Allah, it is so important. حقوق الناس, people's rights, are so important. Your brother or your sister has worked a long time to keep his dignity, although he has committed sin. We all human beings commit sin. If you want to backbite, remember that you did not commit sin. Or are you ready that others talk against your sin? If you are not ready, you are not allowed, and you must not do such a thing against your brother or your sister. It is good when we want to talk about others, we remember that we have committed sin, and others have seen it, others know it. If we destroy others' dignity, there are other people to destroy our dignity, but we hate it. We hate it. We become so angry if others will talk against us. We should not do such things. And backbiting sometimes is talking. We say that person has stolen something, did not pray, drank wine, or a lot of things. Listened to haram, for example, participated in a meeting which was haram meeting, and a lot of things. And sometimes indirectly, we say there is no difference. In front of other people, we want to talk about a person who is selling wine and nobody knows. I say, oh, thank God that I'm not selling wine. By this way, I will tell to other people that this man is selling wine. This is backbiting. Although I didn't say anything directly. So backbiting, sometimes is directly, sometimes it's indirectly. There is no difference. In any way, we tell and inform some people about our brother or sister that such a person has committed sin or is committing sin, this is considered as a backbiting and it is haram. Yes, there are some exceptions in Islamic jurisprudence that we can backbite. One of that place is the time that a person is oppressed and he goes to the court, only to the court or to somebody to take his rights. He can go to judge or somebody else and says, I am oppressed, somebody has committed sin toward me, please help me. So to take help from others, yes, we can talk against our brothers and sisters and say something bad about them, something that they have done it, not accusing. And it is allowed in this situation. Also in Islamic jurisprudence, there are some other places, but at the moment we are not going to talk about it because in Quran, in this verse, Allah is allowing only this place, this exam, and because of that, we talked about this exam. Inshallah, in next section, I'm going to talk about the same verse and continue some more information. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.